What if I told you that you could build a native, fully functional color picker right into your website with just a single line of HTML? Yeah, no libraries, no complicated JavaScript. That's the kind of power we're talking about today. If you're building for the web, you know that forms, they're pretty much everything. Well, we're about to unlock a whole suite of powerful, modern input types that are going to make your forms smarter, your user experience way cleaner, and your life as a developer a whole lot easier. So, what's the game plan? First, we're going to start with the why. What kind of goals this modern web design stuff actually helps us achieve. Then, we'll pop open your upgraded HTML5 toolbox and see what's inside. From there, we'll get into mastering time and date controls, explore some really smart ways to get data from users, and finally, we'll see how to go way, way beyond just a basic, boring old text box. All right, let's dive right in with the big picture. Before we even touch a line of code, let's talk about the destination. What are we actually trying to accomplish with all these modern HTML tools? Okay, just imagine. Imagine not having to write custom JavaScript for every single simple email or URL check. A world where your forms just get it. They know what kind of data they're supposed to be collecting. That is the goal here. We're moving past just slapping elements on a page. We're building truly intelligent forms with validation baked right in. That lets us create professional, super efficient web pages with less code and way fewer headaches. Okay, so we know where we're going. Professional, slick web pages, less effort. Now it's time to open up that toolbox and get our hands on the gear that's going to get us there. This is where the fun really starts. So here's the most important part, the thing you have to remember. We're not learning some brand new, complicated tag. Nope. We're still using the good old input tag that we all know and love. We're just giving its type attributes some incredible new superpowers that unlock all this new functionality. It's that easy. Okay, get ready to say goodbye to one of the biggest headaches in web development history, date and time pickers. Seriously, if you've ever had to wrestle with some clunky third-party JavaScript calendar library, this next set of tools is going to be an absolute game changer for you. I mean, just look at this. Every single one of these solves a specific problem instantly. Need a date? Type equals date. Bam, your user gets a full native calendar on their device. Need to book a meeting with a time? DateTime Local has you covered. The browser does all the heavy lifting, giving your user an interface they're already familiar with, and you didn't have to write a single line of script. It's a massive time saver and a huge win for user experience. All right, so we've tamed time. Now let's turn our attention to some tools that bring a little more intelligence and interactivity to other common types of data. This is all about making forms feel less like a chore and more like a conversation. Now, here are two real workhorses. Say you're building an e-commerce site. The number input is perfect for that quantity selector, right? It even gives you those handy little up and down arrows. And the range input? Even cooler. Use that to create an instant price filter slider. Users love controls like that they can physically interact with, and you can build one in literally seconds. And this next one, honestly, it still feels like magic to me. This is why I love modern HTML. The color input type takes a feature that used to demand a heavy JavaScript library and a bunch of integration work, and it boils it all down to a single elegant line of code. Input type equals color. And boom, you get an instant native color picker. It's brilliant. And of course, we can't forget the humble but mighty file input. Don't underestimate this one. This is the gateway to a world of user-generated content. Every profile picture you've ever uploaded, every PDF you've submitted, it all starts right here. This little tag is the key that unlocks truly interactive, two-way web applications. We have covered a lot of ground, but we're not done yet. For our last section, we're going to upgrade the most fundamental part of any form, the one we use absolutely everywhere, the basic text field. We're about to make it a whole lot smarter. So think of these as smart text fields. They have a built-in understanding of the kind of data they're supposed to hold. When you use type equals email, the browser itself can check if the input looks like a real email address. And even better, think about mobile. When you use the tell input type, the user's phone automatically brings up the numeric keypad. That's a fantastic, seamless experience for the user. It's these tiny details that separate good websites from great ones. So let's bring it all together. We started with the goal of building professional sites with great validation. Well, your new email, URL, and tell inputs totally nail that right out of the box. We wanted more interactive, user-friendly pages, and date, color, and range deliver that in a huge way. Mastering these tools isn't just about adding a few new tricks. It fundamentally changes how quickly and efficiently you can build polished, modern web applications. Look, this isn't just theory. This is a practical, powerful upgrade to your everyday workflow, and it is available to you right now. You have this toolbox full of native, specialized, and efficient components just waiting for you. So my challenge to you is this. Pick one of these and use it in a project this week. Start building smarter, not harder. The only question left is, what will you create first?